How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Audric, can you just take us through the growth maybe of the offensive line this season and what they're doing to help you guys as running backs to have the success you've been having?
The offensive line, I feel like they're just taking every week as a new challenge. Like last week, they heard that Clemson had the number one, like one of the best D-lines that we're going to play. And I feel like they just took that as a challenge, and I feel like they're just listening to their coach Hainstan, and every week they're coming in just wanting to get better. Like they're never satisfied, and I feel like that kind of just pours on back to the rest of the offense and kind of just giving us more confidence every week.
Coach Freeman said something to the effect of it's allowed you to kind of wait a little longer to see for an open hole at the last second that maybe you might not have been doing earlier in the year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like kind of I feel like at our position you gotta have good vision, and patience comes with vision. And I feel like the new things that Coach Thielen, our new running back coach, kind of installed us, like you gotta be focusing on the little details, and your patience and all that is part of the little details. So I feel like I've been kind of playing with more detail, and I feel like that patience stuff kind of shows my details.
How rewarding is a game like Saturday as a running back when, as you mentioned, that defensive line to then have the performance that you guys had? How rewarding was that?
I feel that's very rewarding. It kind of just shows like all the work that we put in wasn't for nothing. It was like our work is paying off, and like all the teaching that we've done, it's been really great. But I think it's a very great reward. But like I'm kind of just looking at it like that's just one game, one win underneath our belt, but it's on to the next one.
Speaking of vision, you had some pretty big holes. Kind of fun to run through big holes. But what did the offensive line say? What were they doing? What did they tell you that they were doing to be successful?
Nothing. They didn't really tell me anything in particular. I just trust those guys, and I just trust them no matter what. And if I'm supposed to run at this place, at that spot, I'm gonna run at that spot no matter what, because I trust those guys with my life, honestly. And those guys have been playing their tails off, and I'm just gonna keep on trusting them. They're gonna keep on trusting me. We're just gonna keep on making big things happen.
Whether it was the end of the first half or late in the second half, was there a point where you knew that you took their will?
Oh yeah, honestly, I kind of felt that. I felt that kind of early in the game. I felt like kind of the way that we came out, we were coming out on fire and we're coming out hot. I kind of felt like we kind of had the edge the whole game. So that's something that our coach Freeman was challenging us, was to maintain our edge throughout the whole game. Don't just start fast first quarter. Don't start fast second quarter. We gotta stay that and keep that edge and maintain that for all 4 quarters, and that's what we did.
When you're attacking the defensive line on the other side, do you ever get a chance to make eye contact and see maybe the fear or disappointment in their eyes they see when your offensive line is approaching them?
Yeah, we could see that sometimes, but I feel like this Saturday I wasn't really focusing on that. I was just run the ball, get a big pickup, and just give the ball to a ref and just walk back to the huddle and just do it and repeat it.
Navy's got a great defensive team as far as the rush. How are you guys attacking the bids this week in practice to prepare for it?
Oh yeah, 100%. We're looking at this like every other week. It's just a new opportunity, and our O-line, the running backs, the receivers, we're all just up for this challenge, and I just feel like Navy's gonna give us a big challenge, but we're up for it. We're ready to go.
Audric, you guys have played your best football against the toughest opponents. How do you guys make sure there is no letdown this week?
Just kind of just taking it 1 week at a time, like I say that all the time. But we don't really try to look at the opponent. We just kind of focus on our job and doing what we do. Like can't just play down our team. We got to play to our standard. And if we play at our standard every week, I feel like we should handle business no matter who the opponent is.
What's the conversations like in the running back room between you, Logan, and Chris?
Just honestly, just do our job. Honestly, Coach Thielen puts us in the best position to be successful, and just when we all get the opportunity, we just gotta take advantage of the opportunity that we have.
Are there lessons you guys learned from, Marshall and Stanford that to adjust properly, to have the right mindset this week?
Yeah, I feel like the lesson we really learned is just don't take winning for granted, because like all the older guys, like Notre Dame's just a winning program, so everyone's just used to winning. And then when you don't get that win, it just feels very bad. And so just don't take it for granted. You just gotta come in every week, give 120% just so you can get that win and get that outcome, because it doesn't come easy.
Last question.
And as far as splitting carries with mainly Logan, but also Chris getting a heavy share of touches as well, is that like a predictable sort of system that you guys on the sideline know, okay, I'm coming up in a few plays, or is it just sort of kind of touch and go as the game goes?
Not really. I feel like you kind of just gotta stay ready. Like we have some sets. Like Coach Dillon might say, "All right, Pony coming up next." So sometimes we have idea, but I feel like just you gotta stay ready all throughout the game, for all three of us.
Thanks, Audrey.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.